Today in math, we will be writing more equations and listening to story problems. So let's go over the DLO and then I'll explain it a little bit more. So our daily learning objective, I'll say it first. Today I will solve addition problems. Now it's your turn. Today I will solve addition problems. In your work today, we're going to be doing the pages that we sent home. Do not write in the workbook. We're not using that right now. We're using the paperwork that you picked up on Monday. 6.5. This is page 200. It should be 219. It just says 12 because the 19 got cut off. But it says right here, 219. And the other side, 6 through 9. At the bottom, whoever's helping you with your math today will read a story to you. When you have a story problem, listen to the details. How many of what items? So if I were to say, I went to the grocery store and I picked up 2 apples. How many apples did I pick up? 2. Then I went over and picked up 1 lemon. How many lemons? 1. How much fruit do I have altogether? 1, 2, 3. Listen to the details. Have your helper repeat the story if you need to. We're going to do a lot more stories coming up. They're called story problems, but listening to how many of what objects, and then you can build it. So today, I'll show you. The first 2 problems have pictures to work with. 3 birds and 2 birds. 2 squirrels and 2 squirrels. But down here it's blank. You have to read the story down below to make it. You can color them on here if you want. I also want you to use your flippy chips. Those are your little, they're all the way over there, but your yellow and red little counters. I want you to use your flippy chips. They will be easiest to use today. They're just easier than, you can use the cubes, but just use the flippy chips. It's so much easier. Listen to the story. Listen to how many of each item you have. Build it, and then write your equation. So let's get started. We'll do a bunch of examples, and I'll do a couple of these with you so that it'll be easy for you to do, because on the back page, it's all stories. All the stories are down below. Okay, let's get started. So I'll build a story with my big flippy chip counters. They are not flippy because they have to have the magnet, but I'll use my big counters, and you can build it with me while I do it, and then we'll write our equation. Before we get started, I want to review addition. Addition means we're getting more. So here's my sign. Say plus. Say getting more. Say adding. Good. Here's my other sign. Say equal. Put your hand up like this. Say equal. Equal means the same. Equal means the same. Whenever we write an equation, we need to have the proper signs. Okay, let's see. I'm going to build. One day, I picked up 3 buckets. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to write it. I'm going to put blank. Yours is a circle, but I don't want to get the circles mixed up with 0, so I'll put a blank. On your page, it's number, circle, number, circle, number. I'm going to put a blank spot here for me because I don't want my circles to look like O's for you. 3. I don't know my sign yet. When I was in the barn, I found 2 more buckets. I found 3 buckets, then I found 2 more, so these ones are separate than the first ones I found. So I'll write the number 2 here. How many do I have all together? Let's see. If I'm adding, I need to put my plus sign here. I use a different color so you can see. 3 plus 2 equals, let's count, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My sum is 5. The sum is your answer, the solution. 3 plus 2. Here's my equals. Equal means the same because 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 equals 5. Okay, let's do some more stories. I think I'll stick with a barnyard theme. I think of horses and animals and things. Okay, I was in the barn and I saw 1 goat. How many goats? 1. So I'll write that. When I went outside, I saw 2 chickens. How many chickens did I see? 2. 1, 2. How many animals did I see all together? We need to write our equation. First I saw 1 goat plus 2 chickens equals, can you see that? I think I need a different green. Equals how many? We need to find our sum. The sum is the answer, our solution. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. I saw 3 animals all together. This is another way I want you to count too, or add. Which is the greater number? 1 or 2? Greater means more. 2. When I add, I think it's easy to pick the greater number and put it in my head. So put 2 in your head. What's my small number? 1. Put 1 in your hand. If I have 2 in my head, 1 in my hand, I'm going to count up. Watch me. 2, 3. Let's try that again. 2 is my greater number here. I want to know how many I have all together. Let's count up. Put 2 in your head. Point to your head. 2 in your head. 1 in your hand. Let's count up. Ready? 2, 3. What's my sum? 3. Good. I think I've got time to do a few more examples with you. Barnyard. We're in the barnyard. Okay, let's see. I was in the barn and I saw 2 cows. How many cows did I see? 2. So I'll write that so I don't forget. I saw 2 cows. Then I went out in the field and I saw 3 horses. How many horses did I see? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many animals all together? We're adding, we're getting more. I need to use my plus sign. Plus. 2 plus 3 equals, let's read that together. Ready? 2 plus 3 equals, I don't know yet. We need to add them together because our sign is saying add together. Okay, let's try and count forward from our head. Which number is greater, 2 or 3? 3. Put 3 in your head. Put 2 in your hand. Say 3, point to your brain. 2. Let's count up. Watch me. 3, 4, 5. What's my sum? 5. Let's do it one more time. Put 3 in your head, 2 in your hand. Let's count up. 3, 4, 5. There's another way I could solve it. I could count all of my dots. So I said there were 5 when I counted with my head and I counted up. Let's see if it's the same. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the same sum. I used 2 different strategies. I counted with my head in my hands, and I used my counting chips. And we said the sum was 5. Short neck, belly fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. Let's read our equation. Say it with me. Ready, go. 2 plus 3 5. Okay, let's do another one. I gotta think of another barnyard animal. What else? What else can we find at the barn? Oh, I know. When I lived in Colorado, there was a farm near our house, and they raised alpacas. Alpacas are fuzzy little creatures. Anyways, okay. I was at my neighbor's house, and they had 1 alpaca. How many alpacas? 1. I'm going to write 1. I went behind their house and I saw 1 more alpaca. How many more did I find? I found 1 more alpaca. How many alpacas all together? If I'm getting all of them together, I need to add using my plus sign. So I'm going to write 1 plus 1 equals, because my equals, I want to find my sum. What is the answer? Let's see. First, let's try the counting way. I'm just going to count all of them together. Count with me. 1, 2. How many alpacas? 2. Now let's use my strategy of using our head. Which number is greater? Trick question. They're equal. 1 and 1 are the same, so just pick the first one. Put 1 in your head. Put 1 in your hand. Let's count up. 1, 2. 2 alpacas. One more time. Put 1 in your head, 1 in your hand. 1, 2. The sum is 2. Candy cane foot. I should have done that in blue. Let's read our equation. 1 plus 1 equals 2. I think I have time for one more example. One more barnyard animal. What do we have? Oh, I know. I had a neighbor up in Colorado, and he had a donkey, and his name was Don Quixote. Anyways, Don Quixote. Anyways, that was funny. Okay, so I went to my neighbor's house, and he had 2 donkeys. How many donkeys? 2. So I'm going to show it with 2 chips. 2 donkeys. Now I'll write the number 2. 1, 2. Candy cane foot. When I went to the backyard, I saw 2 ponies. How many ponies did I see? 2. 1, 2. 2 donkeys, 2 ponies. So I'll write the number 2 for the ponies. How many animals all together? All together, I'm adding. I'll use my plus sign. That's called, I remember, it's the operation. The operation. My operation is plus because we're adding. 2 plus 2, I need equals. Let's count them all together. Let's try that strategy. How many animals all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's try and use it with our head and counting up. 2 and 2 are equal, so just pick 2 in your head, 2 in your hand. Let's count up. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2 in your head, 2 in your hand. Let's count up. 2, 3, 4. How many animals? 4. Down, over, down some more. That's the way you make a 4. Let's read our equation. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's the last example for today. You can draw the pictures if you want. It says, so down here it says, like number 4. There is 1 turtle on the beach. 3 more walk up. How many turtles in all? 1 turtle's on the beach. Well, you could build it with your flippy chips, or you could draw a picture, whichever you want to do. Listen to the quantity. How many critters are in the story? On the back, same thing. 4 girls play at the beach. 1 boy joins them. How many children are in all? Use your flippy chips. Count up with your head, or look at your chips or your pictures and count them all together. Now it's your turn.